La la la. Hi, Akshara. Why are we here? What is today?
Bible, just wait. It lights. Sorry.
La la la. Hi, Akshara. Why are we here? What is today? What? You forgot? Today is the inauguration of the Read On Children's Literature Festival Season 4. Oh, yes. Today is the inauguration of the Read On Children's Literature Festival Season 4. I completely forgot. Okay. So, Akshara, can you tell the audience all about Read On Festival so that we can understand better? Well, the Read On Children's Literature Festival, which happens annually, started back in 2020 when the pandemic was around. It's already the fourth season. So welcome back to a new series of wonderful performances. Yes, we are going to have a lot of fun presenting these performances to you. Now, to begin with this year's Read On Festival, can we please warmly welcome Akshara Murali to sing the invocation song? Wow, that was truly a beautiful start. Alchemy Kids Theatre, established in year 2003 in Chennai, is well known for being a pioneer in training children from ages 4 to 14 in creativity, communication, and personality development through their well-structured developmental drama curriculum. We learn so much at Alchemy and are given many opportunities to present our talent to a wonderful audience like you. One such platform is the Read On Children's Literature Festival that was curated in the year 2020 to celebrate the literary works of great writers. Every year, we celebrate a set of authors, poets, and playwrights by performing extracts from their vast collection of literary works like poems, novels, and plays. This is the fourth season of this unique festival, and both Vaibhav and I take great pleasure in welcoming you all. Today and across the next 3 days, the students of Alchemy Kids and Youth Theatre are going to be performing a long line of performances. In addition to this, we are going to have a few schools participate in Read On Season 4. The schools are the Nazarat Academy, Vista Billabong International School, SRM Public School, Holy Sai International School, Wales International School, Vriksha Montessori School, and the Alt School. So sit back, enjoy, and immerse yourselves into the vast ocean of literature. I take great pleasure in welcoming Vijay sir to the stage to talk about the purpose and journey of Read On. Over to you, sir.
Good evening to all present here. Good evening to Shri Kumar Verma sir, our chief guest. We are also expecting Shri Vardhan here in a few moments, who is the music director of the wonderful Read On song that has been curated and is going to be launched this evening. A song which is for the love of books. You should be hearing more about it. I'm not going to take away more details from the anchors. They have a lot to talk about it. So my topic that they have given me this evening is on the journey of Read On. Okay, Read On was an accident. I guess a very pleasant accident, like a slightly unpleasant accident that we all went through called COVID. You know, we all got ourselves locked in and we didn't know what a lockdown was. We didn't know what it was to stay at home, isolate ourselves and many things. And that's when all our theatre classes moved online. You know, for the first time in history, I guess theatre went online classes. We were talking of online. Theatre is such a on-site platform, and what do we do online? And we started curating our online syllabus. It was going on well. We were missing our graduation shows, you know, getting to that auditorium, the set, the light, the sound, and children working for the rehearsals and the learning. We thought there should be something, you know, on the online platform which should make them excited, because it's going to take a couple of years. We had realized that. So that's when we thought, let's come up with a festival, Read On. Now, why Read On? I will take you to a Kutti story here. Why Read On? I was like most youngsters who are here, I never used to like to read books. If I had to sleep, the best thing was to pick up a book, because by the time I crossed 2 pages, I would have slept. Very boring to read books. Might be the books that I first encountered, you know, might have been boring. So I was never a great book buff initially. used to watch a little bit of TV because at that time we had only Doordarshan with us. So whatever ration that Doordarshan gives you, you get to watch that Spider-Man and few of our own programs that we used to like. One of my cousins came from abroad and they were living with us for a week's time. Their family had come down, I guess my aunt's family, and he was always engrossed with the book Hardy Boys. So I used to wonder, why is this guy always sitting and reading? What does he get by reading so much? So one night when he had gone to sleep, I slowly went and pulled his book out, from the table there, and I started reading. And after that, reading has never stopped. Might be I found the right book that mattered to me. And that Hardy Boy, my cousin saw me reading it and he gifted it to me and went after a week. And with that one Hardy Boy book, I would have traded 50 books. I gave that book to somebody, get one more book and read, because those days buying books were also quite expensive. So, and not all libraries had a lot of books. Our schools didn't have great libraries at that time. So it was mostly trading and getting books, and you can't go and tell your dad and mom, I want that whole series. Then seeing me read, one of my uncles gifted me the entire Perry Mason series by Earl Gardner. So that changed the dimension. Then I got introduced to Arthur Conan Doyle, Sherlock Holmes, and then the list just goes on. Reading became a part of me. And I guess today what we do at Alchemy and what we are curating is all because of that reading at that young age. And the kind of creativity it blossoms. I'm sure what happens when you read books, all your children know about it very well. So I'm not going to be spending time on saying creativity blossoms, this thing comes up. Each one has a different take in a book. So we shouldn't be telling what happens when you read a book. You should read a book because you have fun reading it. As simple as that. What you want to take in, you take it. It happens. Slowly I started writing. And I still have that book with me, a very amateur writing. I guess I must have been in my 6th standard when I wrote my first story. Definitely a rip-off from Hardy Boys. It was called The Slippery Ford. So cringe, The Hardy Boys had a few of this thing, then you had Famous Five. I used to read Enid Blyton's Famous Five. So I started writing Slippery Ford. And the names were my classmates. I was the hero button. The guy who gets to do all the good things and the most daring things was Vijay. Because I am writing this story at the end of the day. I still have that book with me. Today when I read it, I laugh at it. Oh my God, I wrote like this. But that's where it all started. The concept of writing, reading. So the theatre plays that we write today, the productions that I come up with, and the different things that we curate, the role plays, it all starts as young as that when you start reading that book. So my accident with the book was a very pleasant accident. So I thought, why don't we get your children also to meet with some pleasant accidents? So we first opened the library, and we saw takers in the library were very less. Libraries are getting filled with books. Every now and then we have a wonderful donor from one of the children who bring a bag of books and says, so I finished reading all this, can we have it in the library? So I see books coming in, but I don't see books going out. So we're sitting and thinking, books are not going out, children are not touching and picking books. So that's when we thought we'd come up with the Read On Festival. A festival which is not a competition. Everybody gets to perform. We will curate authors, poets. You know how Read On works, so I'm not going to spend time there. And since the first edition of Read On, it's been a beautiful and pleasant journey. And I'm seeing a lot of children picking up books, reading books. It's so happy to see they come to Alchemy and sit on the round table, pick up books. Somebody's brother is coming and waiting, picks up a book. Somebody's parent is waiting, they pick up a book. They're all touching and feeling and reading books. So happy Read On has been working so well. 2 years we went on site. We also had a lot of international performers coming and performing because, 2 years we went we went online. And the benefit of online was we could collaborate with artists from across the world who could come and perform during the festivals. Last year we had on-site performances. This year also we have on-site performances, and we have a wonderful panel discussion planned on Saturday. We have, I won't say 4 eminent people because one of them is me. So now I've learned that Vijay should not be put in slippery ford first. Okay? So I've learned that Vijay should be kept behind. Age teaches you that. So there are three eminent people who are coming. One is a poet. She's a wonderful Tamil poet. Then we have an English professor from a college who's published many papers in English on literature. And then we have the Joint Commissioner of Chennai Corporation. He is also going to be joining us. Now, why an IAS officer? Why a Joint Commissioner of Chennai Corporation? He has also written and published 2 books, regional books. Wonderful. He's a wonderful gentleman. So we're inviting him. Plus, we're also curating the panel discussion where the children are going to be deciding, as change makers, how regional literature can seep into today's generation, how much it can help them. Because regional literature is who we are. It's our culture. It is our identity. So they are going to be discussing points on how regional literature can float back to them. And they're going to be submitting it to the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Art and Culture. And the IAS officer who is going to be on the panel was very happy about it, and he has said he will help us send it to the right departments. So our children are also going to be doing a few change-making decisions on that day. So we would request all of you to join us Saturday morning for the panel discussion. It's going to be a wonderful discussion. Please do bring children for such occasions, because we do know we have a lot of malls that exist around us, but we need to bring them to forums like this if we want to see the change that we dream of seeing in them. So this is the long and short journey of Read On. Read On is a happy moment. Read On is not a competition, it is a festival. We have children from across Chennai coming, and through the online part of the Read On segment, there are going to be children on the online platform from across the globe who are going to be performing in this festival. We are looking forward to some wonderful, fun-filled performances. Rather, because of the rains that we postponed Read On, we had to start off Read On this morning. Ironical, we're inaugurating now, but we already inaugurated it this morning. Sorry, Shri Kumar sir, about that. Because the schools had some schedules, so we had to fit in the schools because we changed the entire plan. So today morning we had 40 performances. 2 schools already came in and performed this morning. Wonderful performances from them, and it was so nice to see, them picking up work, working on them, costuming for it. Some of them had a costume, a prop, but the fun is, loving to do it. So Read On is a fun-filled journey, and thank you all for being here this evening and encouraging your children, and I'm sure you're also taking back a lot with you. Let's have a great festival as we go through. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I'll hand over the mic to Abhinav Anna to introduce the chief guest for today evening's inauguration.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you are all having a great time. Our chief guest for today, Shri Kumar Verma, is an Indian author, playwright, poet, and a columnist who has authored 5 novels for children and adults, a few plays, including 2 prize winners that have received positive reception, and 2 collections of poems. He is also a newspaper columnist who has worked for The Hindu, Times of India, and Indian Express. A few of his works are Lament of Mohini in 2000, Maria's Room in 2010, Midnight Hotel and Other Plays in 2019, and Twilight Hours in 2020. Sir has won the R.K. Narayan Award in 2015 and the Charles Wallace Fellowship in 2004. Please put your hands together to welcome our honorable chief guest, Shri Kumar Verma. I request you, sir, to come up on stage to address our young minds and officially declare the Read On Children's Literature Festival Season 4 open.
So in terms of general lights.
The only problem with the stage, the lights are so much on you that I can't see any of you.
General a bit.
So is there a lovely device in which you can turn the lights to you so that I can watch you? That's much, much better. I also found a friend who said he'll be here about 15 minutes ago and he was already there. I couldn't see him because it was dark. Anyway, they say third time lucky. The first time I was supposed to inaugurate it, there was a big storm in the city and I couldn't. The second time, it's already been inaugurated in the morning. So third time lucky, I'm here. And I would like to congratulate Vijay for a wonderful, wonderful idea which springs from the children. The children themselves, I was amazed to see him sitting there happily where the children sort of conducted all these things themselves. By the way, please give a big hand to those two children and the singer. Wonderful. I have found when I was teaching that the best teaching comes when there is an interaction. The teacher benefits as much as the student. There's so much to learn from children, and that's what he has mined. This is something which he has mined. There's so much to learn from children. As you're teaching, you get back. And I feel that there are 3 stages in learning, in all of us. And somehow or the other, there are 3 stages in learning. The first one is the racecourse stage. The second one is the airplane stage. And the third one is the stage, the theatre stage. Imagine a racecourse. And there are horses lined up and a winning post somewhere there. The horses are all muzzled. There's somebody seated on them, holding the reins. And they are guided and they are goaded and they are prodded and they are watched by hundreds of people telling them to win, 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 win. Basically, this is how our generation and schools treat children. Parents and teachers sit on top. There's a big crowd watching, and you are supposed to rush ahead and win. That's one stage of life. The second stage is the airplane stage. When you get into an aircraft and you are belted in, 2 or 3 people come there and demonstrate what should be done and what not should be done. And they say when there's an emergency and the masks come down, please put on your mask first before assisting your companion, even if that companion is a baby or an elderly person or an invalid. Please put on your mask first. What does that mean? It's a very important life lesson. Basically, if you look at it, you are the most important person in your life. Only you can change you. Only you can change the world. You may be very close to your relatives, your people, all around you. You may have feelings, love towards everybody around you. Basically, if you don't value yourself, you don't value others. Which is what we teach children. This is what theatre talks about. So the third learning is the stage, theatre. Where this important person, this most important person, comes to the stage. And you are part of a cast and crew. There are so many people who make you. So many people who you have to, your guides are the playwright who writes the play, the director who directs the play, your crew members who play along with you, and the audience who's watching you. All these people watch you and you have to fit in place. But you're also an actor, you're also a star. There is something in Carnatic music where you keep to the traditional aspects of the art, but there's something called the manodharma, where you express your inner self for a bit to show what you really are. So the stage is like society. You go along with people around you, watched by people who are there, and you know how to conduct yourself. So the most important person in that second case becomes part of society, knowing what to do and what not to do, what is good and what is bad, and then instructing other people in front of you, the audience. Out of all the things that I have written, whether it is reports or stories for the newspaper, or the novels, poetry, the most different thing, the most funny thing is writing a play. Because when this play comes on stage, which is when it is enacted on stage, you're not the only person who's produced it. You're not the only creator. There are hundreds of people involved in that. There is a producer, there is a director, there is a makeup man, there is a costumer. There are light men, there are sound men. So many different people come together to recreate on stage what you have written. So that I found pretty fascinating because sometimes they call me, the director calls me, like Madras Plays, they call me to sit in on a few rehearsals. And I watch them and I tell them how it's going and things like that. But finally, when you sit there in that audience, in that darkened auditorium, the lights come on, and what you wrote comes alive, there is nothing more exciting than that. Because if you write a novel, it may take weeks and probably months to get a response or reaction. You write a poem, you don't even know whether it will be published. But a play, immediately you know whether the audience is yawning, or happy, or excited, or crying. That is one of the greatest things about theatre. And theatre is where you can learn life, because you are imitating, mimicking life. And again, I congratulate this wonderful creator and the space for providing so much of opportunity for all these children to do what they have to do, because otherwise they will not progress. Thank you so much for calling me.
We take this opportunity to honor our chief guest, Shri Kumar sir. Yeah, can we please have the we've also embarked through Read onto a journey of trying to promote Go Green. So you must be now knowing what is there inside this. There's a beautiful sapling that's growing inside this, which we gifted to Shri Kumar sir for the wonderful words that you've woven in your books and inspiring young minds. We also have with us a very young, dynamic energetic, upcoming music director, popularly known on Instagram as Shri Slinga, known to me as a very good friend as Shri Vardhan. We worked a lot together. We were working in the same school together, then we worked on a couple of theatre plays. I don't know if any of the parents here, if you remember, we did a play in Museum Theatre where we did the Pied Piper of Hamelin, which was written as a poem. We converted that to experimental play, and we had live music for that. And Shri Vardhan was part of the live music team. We request you to come on stage, Shri Vardhan sir. And he has composed the music for the read-on song, which is going to be unveiled shortly. So we would like to honor Shri Vardhan also. Are we having the photographer here? Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shri Vardhan sir.
Hello everyone, my name is Alchemy Arts. I'm thrilled to be your host for the rest of the evening. Today, I'm honored to present the official premiere of the Read-On Anthem, a musical ode celebrating the magical world of books. A song dedicated to all those books that have been and will be inspiring us. The lyrics of the book were written by our very own Alchemy Youth Theatre students, Bhavana, Abhinav, Smriti, and Bharti. It is set to tune with the young music director, Shri Vardhan, also known as Shri Slinga. It has been sung by Anand, Nidhi, Niyati, and Gayatri, along with the voiceovers given by Tejaswini, Sahana, Smriti, Bhavana, and Kevin. And lastly, it is designed and animated by Satish Kumar. Join me to witness the anthem as I invite you to turn your attention to the screens. Over to our video. adventures to see, secrets to uncover, moments to cherish, emotions to discover, times for escaping, boundaries of reality, knocking the intriguing doors that hold imagination, letting creation flood in, we build our safe shelter. Living a thousand lives, traveling through time, bringing words to life while reading line by line. Castle of paradise, books that are read and reread, that can captivate us. For us together, with tales that leave us in wonder forever. Turn us for enduring wonders of creativity, turning pages one by one, all the way from dusk till dawn. None of us can ever stop, we'll always be on. All the way through Hogwarts and Baker Street, we saw the glass slippers with Cinderella's feet, the Parliament's courage that took on its jokes, the Judas' betrayal, our hearts simply broke. Kalidas, Shakespeare, Enid Blyton, and Ruskin Bond. We grew up with their characters, and then we grew fond. Living a thousand lives, traveling through time, bringing words to life while leading line by line. Na 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 na, always be on.
Alchemy Youth Theatre has been incubated for emerging creative talent in Chennai for over a decade. But what makes Alchemy genuinely unique is its holistic approach towards nurturing all talents of theatre arts, be it writing, directing, acting, lighting, sound, or backstage management. Alchemy empowers students to explore each aspect hand-on through short projects, workshops, and active participation in significant theatre festivals. Over the years, Alchemy Theatre productions have garnered acclaim from various audiences. Their homegrown plays not only shine for their riveting storytelling, but also the complete involvement of youth theatre students in every dimension of theatre arts. Alchemy Youth Theatre students have had opportunities to learn from veterans across artistic platforms, from training in traditional art forms at the iconic Katte Kudu Sangam to appreciating different theatre styles by attending shows citywide. Alchemy Youth Theatre students have also made a prominent mark in prominent theatre competitions like the Dan Ali Drama Festival. Plays written by students Tejaswini and Bhavana have become finalists in the scripts crafted by Sarkirti Hariharan and Sahana that advanced the quarterfinals. Today, you all witness first-hand exceptional talent nurtured at Alchemy. We feel immensely proud to host Alchemy's senior students today. We're all set to regale us with a distinctive brand of theatre art. Let's welcome them with a resounding cheer. Before I call on the first performer, I would like to ask a question. What is love? It is a word with many meanings, but is it closeness, warmth, or just being attached? Some people even think that it's about money. For everyone out there, fate writes an unpredictable story, often amidst shattered dreams. Now, consider a poet whose love and joy is who's measured by wealth, but by the richness of love and joy. And that is what our first performer, Sankiti Hariharan, is performing, a piece titled Kagidam.
கோடி ரூபா ஆனா இந்த 1,00,00,000 ரூபாய் நான் வச்சுக்க போறது பக்கத்துல அனாதாசிரமம் காப்பகம் சின்ன சின்ன குழந்தைங்க சார் அவங்க கண்ணுல ஏக்கம் பாசம் அன்பு காதல் காதல் நல்ல ஒரு வேடிக்கையான ஒரு வார்த்தை. நானும் காதலிச்சேன் பொண்ண. நடை உடை பாவனை இவ்வளவு அழகான்னு பார்த்திருக்கான். அப்படி நடந்து வரும்போதே ஒரு தூரத்துல இருந்து பார்த்தா விகாரமா இருக்கு. பாரதியோட ஒரு கவிதை ஞாபகம். வானமழை நீ எனக்கு வண்ணமையில் நானுனக்கு, வானமடி நீ எனக்கு ஆண்டமடி நானுனக்கு, நாணமொழி வீசுதடி அங்கை நின்ற சோதிகுணம் உயிர் சுழல் வானமுதே சூரைமுதே, காதலடி நீ எனக்கு காந்தமடி நானுனக்கு, வேதமடி நீ எனக்கு வித்தையடி நானுனக்கு, போதுமுற்ற போதினிலே பொங்கி வரும் தீச்சுமையே ஆதபடி வானவடி உயிரே, நல்ல உயிர் நீ எனக்கு நாதியடி நானுனக்கு, செல்வமணி நீ எனக்கு சேர்மணிதி நானுனக்கு, எல்லையற்ற பேரழகே எங்கும் நிறை பொற்சுடரே இலை நிகர் புன்னகையாகி போதமின்மை கண்ணாமா. ஒரு பாடலாசிரியரா இருக்கேன் சார். சினிமால தான் பாடல்கள் கவிதைகள்லாம் நிறைய. ஒரு 4 பேர் உள்ள குடும்பத்துக்கு சோறு போடுற அளவுக்கு பாத்துக்கிற அளவுக்கு ஒரு சம்பாத்தியம் இருக்கிற மிடில் கிளாஸ் ஃபேமிலி. அவகிட்ட போய் என் காதல சொன்னேன். ஒழுக்கம் எனக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தான். ஆனா அதோட 2-3 கேள்வி கேட்டேன். உன் பங்களா எந்த தெருவுல இருக்கு, எத்தனை கார் வச்சிருக்க, 1-2, நீ எந்த வெளிநாட்டுக்கு போயிருக்க, எந்த ஃபிளைட்ல போன, பேங்க் பேலன்ஸ் எத்தனை சைஃபர், ஏன் சார் இந்த காதல் அன்பெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு காதலன் காதலி அப்படியா இருக்கணும்? அவங்க கிட்ட மட்டும்தான் காட்டணுமா என்ன? மரம் செடி கொடி பஞ்சபூதங்கள் இயற்கை மேல காட்டினால நம்ம தினம் பாக்குற நாய் பூனை அணில் காக்கா குருவி இவங்க மேல அன்பு காட்டுறாங்க. என்ன எதிர்பார்க்கிறாங்க? சைஃபரா சக மனிதர்கள் ஒருத்தருக்கு ஒருத்தர் மேல அன்பு காட்டிக்கிறாங்க. என்ன குறைஞ்சு போயிட போறோம்? என்னைக்கு நம்ம அன்ப விலை கொடுத்துட்டு ஒரு பெரியவரோட புகைப்படம் போட்டு ஒரு காகிதத்து மேல பைத்தியம் மாறி அழைச்சோம், இன்னைக்கு ஒரு இடமா நம்ம தோத்து போயிட்டோம். புவிதனில் வாழும் மரங்களும் இன்ப நறுமலர் பூஞ்செடி கூட்டமும் அம்மரங்களை சூழ்ந்த கொடிகளும் ஊடக மூலிகை பூண்டுக்குள் யாவும் இந்த தொழில் செய்து வாழும் வேறு மாண்டர் உழாவிடனும் வித்து கடாவிடனும் வரம்பு கட்டாவிடனும் வண்டி நீர் பாய்ச்சாவிடனும் வானலவ நீர் தருவேல் மண் மீது மரங்கள் நெற்கள் பூக்கள் வகை வகையாய் வளர்ந்திருக்கும் யானதற்கும் மஞ்சுகிறேன் மானுடரே நீர் என் மதத்தை கை கொள்வி ஆடுபடல் வேண்டும் ஊனுடலை வருத்தாதே உணவு இயற்கை கொடுக்கும் உங்களுக்கு தொழிலுங்கே அன்பு செய்தல் கட்டீர் உங்களுக்கு தொழிலுங்கே அன்பு செய்தல் கட்டீர்
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Alchemy, for your compelling credential that reminds us that richness found in spreading love and joy. We spend our childhood wanting to grow up, but when we grow up, we want to be as innocent and carefree as a child once again. Next up, we have Anshuman Athreyan captivating us with dreams, which takes us on a nostalgic journey where it talks about a man reminiscing back on his childhood, his dreams, and how they have changed over the years.
Day by day, I float my boats one by one down the running stream. In big, black letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. I hope that someone from some strange land will find them and know who I am. I load my little boats with shivery flowers from our garden. I hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. I launch my paper boats and look up into the sky and see the little clouds setting their white, bulging sails. I know not what playmate of mine in the sky sends them down the air to race with my boats. When night comes, I bury my face in my arms and hope that my paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. The fairies of sleep are sailing in them, and the lading is their baskets full of dreams. Dreams. Dreams are funny things. You spend your whole life chasing them, chasing after wealth, and riches, huge mansions, and all its luxuries, thinking that that is your dream. But when you look back at your life, you end up wishing to be as happy and carefree as a child playing with paper boats. It has been 30 years. I played with paper boats once. Child, how happy you are sitting in the dust and playing with a broken twig all morning. I smile at your play with a little bit of a broken twig. I'm busy with my accounts, adding up figures by the hour. Perhaps you glance at me and think, what a stupid game to spoil your morning with. Child, I've forgotten the art of being absorbed in sticks and mud pies. I seek out costly playthings and gather lumps of gold and silver. With whatever you find, you create your glad games. I spend both my time and my strength for things I can never obtain. In my frail canoe, I struggle across the sea of desire and forget that I too am playing a game.
Thank you, Archman, for your heartfelt performance that resonates with the universal experience of longing of innocence. A mother's lullaby is something really precious. The motherland's added freedom is something very profound. Let's welcome Tejaswini Vijay to the stage with Bhavaraman, her ensemble that tells a poignant tale of a girl who has lost her motherland, the acts of terrorism. She sees that chaos and mayhem have taken over the emotions of her loved ones, and a sense of separation is felt within the girl and her motherland.
बाबरावन देखने चला एक सपना बाबरावन देखने चला एक सपना बावड़ी से मन की देखो बावरी है बातें बावरी से मन की देखो बावरी है बातें बावरी से धड़कनी है बावरा है सांसें बाबरामन देखने चला एक सपना
Mom? Where are you, Mom? I've been searching for you through the hills and valleys, running through the grasslands where I used to play with deers and rabbits. Mom, the air does not smell of jasmine anymore. Sulfur and lead have taken over. Mom, the grasslands are so dry. It's like the heavens don't like us anymore, Mom. Where are you? You know, we don't live in our home anymore. We live in small tents.
where strangers are becoming families. Families have become strangers. Ma, I feel I'm going to forget how you look. I cannot remember my mother. Sometimes, a tune hover over my playthings. The same tune my mother used to hum while rocking my cradle. I cannot remember my mother. The smell of the shivudi flower, the early morning service at the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. I cannot remember my mother. But when I send my eyes into the blue distant sky, I can feel her gaze over my face, which is spread all over the sky. But I cannot remember my mother. Ma? Ma, where are you? Ma? 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 बाबरा मन देखने चला एक सपना बाबरे से मन की देखने
Thank you, Tejasvi, for a powerful portrayal that touches the depth of the human experience. Our next performer, Makesh Hariharan, brings to life a monologue from Girish Karnad's Tughlaq, playing the character of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Makesh dives into the complex side of the historical figure portraying turmoil, grandeur, and consequences of ruling.
My beloved people, you all have heard the judgment of the Ghazi. Have seen for yourself how justice works in my kingdom without any consideration for might or weakness, religion or creed. May this moment burn bright and light up our path towards greater justice, equality, progress, and peace. Not just peace, but peace of my own. And to achieve this aim, I'm taking a new step in which I shall hope for your support and cooperation. Later this year, my empire's capital will be moved from Delhi to Dolatabad. Your reaction is natural, but I beg you to realize that this is no mad whim of a tyrant. My ministers and I took this decision after careful thought and consideration. My empire is large now and embraces the south, and I need a capital which is at its heart. Delhi is too near the border, and as you well know, its peace is never far from the fear of invaders. But for me, the most important point is that Dolatabad is a city of Hindus. And my hope is that a bond between the Muslims and the Hindus in Daulatabad will be formed and strengthened in my kingdom. I invite you all to accompany me to Daulatabad. This is just an invitation and not an order. Only those who have faith in me may come with me. Together, I shall build an empire which will be the envy of the world.
Thank you, Mangesh, for your passionate performance. Next on, we have Sahana Ganesh to take the stage with Paraya Pyar, an ensemble of 3 literary pieces by Kafi Azmi, created to depict the emotions of 2 estranged lovers who instantly meet each other. Where the story of the ensemble is woven around the beautiful lines written by the poet.
जुदाई भी सजा है बेरहम कितनी, जुदाई भी सजा है बेरहम कितनी, खालीपन में आस सिर्फ एक चांदबाजी। आशिक लौटी है अपने मुल्क में, खोया हुआ इश्क अपनाने, अनजानी एक बेगम से हुआ मुलाकात, और यूं ही पहलुओं में बैठी सम्मोहित, नजर मिली तो न कटी, बस रह गई खामोशी में खोई, सन्नाटे को टूटते हुए अजनबी बोली, तुम इतना जो मुस्कुरा रहे हो, क्या भ्रम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो, आंखों में नमी, हंसी लबों पर, क्या हाल है, क्या दिखा रहे हो, बन जाएंगे जहर पीते पीते ये अश्क जो पीते जा रहे हो, जख्मों को वक्त भर चला है, तुम क्यों से छेड़े जा रहे हो, खाओं का खेल है मुकद्दर, खाओं से मात खा रहे हो। ये सुनकर अजनबी आशिक रह गई हैरान, जबकि वो लफ्ज भी न बोली, कैसे ये अजनबी सब कुछ जानी। होश ने कर दी सवाल, मन में न कुछ जानने का इरादा, उसी बेहोशी में घस के पकड़ी वो चांदबाजी, ख्यालों में खोई बोली, आज सोचा तो आंखें भर आए, मुकद्दर हो गए मुस्कुराए, हर कदम पर उधर उठकर देखा, उनकी महफिल से हम उठ तो गए, रह गई जिंदगी दर्द बन के दर्द दिल में छुपाए छुपाए, की नाजुक रगें टूटी है, याद रखना भी कोई ना आए।
आशिक की बात सुनने के बाद और उसकी हालात समझने के बाद ये पराया प्रेम का बयान करते हुए अजनबी होते हैं। जिंदगी नाम है कुछ लम्हों की, और उसमें भी वो एक लम्हा जब तो बोलती आंखें चाय के प्याली से उठी तो दिल की डूबी डूब के दिल में आज तुम कुछ न कहो, आज है कुछ न कहो, तुम ही बैठे रहे हाथों में हाथ लिए, हम की सौगात लिए, घर में जज्बात लिए, कौन जाने उसी लम्हे दूर पर्वत पे कहीं पर पिघलने की लगी। मेरा मानना है कि वो दोनों अभी भी उसी दूर पर्वत की तलाश में खोई हुई है, वो जहां जहां उन्हें सुकून मिले, खामोशी मिले, आजादी मिले, एक दूसरे के संग इश्क लड़ाने, क्योंकि इश्क तो इश्क होता है, जैसे भी हो जिससे भी हो। काश ये मुद्दा दुनिया समझता और खुश रहती वो दो मोहब्बत में पकड़ी दीवानी।
Thank you, Sahana, for an exquisite performance that brings poetry to life. We have seen a lot of ensembles today. So, to put it all down, let us hear a speech from Siddhant Rajesh, which was spoken by Subhash Chandra Bose, a famous freedom fighter who urged Indians to seize a rare opportunity for freedom, emphasizing the crucial role of sacrifice, mobilization, and the demand for blood to achieve liberty during the struggle against British colonial rule.
Friend, 12 months ago, a total mobilization or maximum sacrifice was faced in India during the Inauguration. I want to realize that what a golden opportunity we have got for winning freedom. The Britishers are now engaged in a worldwide struggle. The course of the struggle, it has been much more easier than it was 5 years ago. Our people and our countrymen have sacrificed and suffered to achieve liberty. Without arms and disarmed, we are impossible in this modern age. There is an important thing that sending reinforcements of supplies and materials in this wake up. We should do something for freedom. Friends, I might have comments. I want to ask you a blood. Is a blood for freedom. It's a price of freedom and an image which our enemy has been split. That's why I ask you, give me blood and I will give you freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddharth, for your very informative speech. A man remembers his one of his oldest memories of going on a train journey at the age of 12. Right from excitedly waiting for the train's arrival, and then sitting in a seat memorable journey to begin with. Now, we have Yash Venkatesh sharing his performance.
One of my oldest memories was going alone on a train. I think I was about 12 at the time. My parents considered me old enough to travel alone. I was sitting at Ambala station, waiting for the northern bound train to arrive. I'd arrived by bus early at Ambala. Now, there was a wait until midnight until my train arrived. Most of the time, I'd spent pacing up and down the platform, browsing at bookstalls, feeding broken biscuits to dogs. Trains came and went. The platform would be in silence for a while. And then, when a train arrived, it would be an inferno of happening, agitated human bodies, people dashing about and meeting the tiny ticket collector. And every time I was caught in the rush and swept outside the station. Now, tired of this game and tired of ambling about the platform, I sat down on my suitcase and dismally gazed across the station tracks. Then a gush of wind slapped my face. The train came to a halt with a loud screech. I got onto the train before the others, sat down in my seat. A few minutes later, it began. The journey in an Indian train at the time of drizzly rain is quite a wonderful experience, which can be kept in our remembrance. It travels from station to station and helps us reach our destination. It silently moves along the fields where many farmers grow their yields. Indian trains provide a good journey without much loss of our money. We can see many big rivers held in by Indians with great review. Sometimes it doesn't reach on time. Sometimes there will be spots of crime. But then it carries everyone. Throughout the day and night they run. So these are our Indian trains, transporting people, whether or not it rains. It travels through cities and towns, carrying everyone, including clowns. Vidya, கடைக்கு போலாமா?
Thank you, Yash, for evocating storytelling, capturing the excitement and anticipation of that memorable journey. Have you ever thought of someone who has solutions to every problem? Yes, it must be Tenali Raman. Let's hear a story from him now. Now, let me invite Kushal B. Rajan to narrate a story from the vast collection of Tenali Ramans.
Hey there, children. I've heard you've all become very greedy these days. So today, I'm going to tell you exactly what Tenali did to the greedy Brahmin. The emperor of the Vijayanagara kingdom, Krishnadevaraya's mother, was a very pious and orthodox lady. She had visited all the religious places and had given much of her offerings to temples and the poor. One day, however, she had the desire to offer some mangoes to some Brahmins, and her son, the king, obliged. Krishnadevaraya immediately ordered many mangoes from Ratnagiri. He had respected his mother-in-law and never let her down. But unfortunately, before the auspicious day could arrive, his mother had passed away. Krishnadevaraya performed all religious rites. This went on for many days. On the last day, however, he called some Brahmins and said, "My mother's last wish was to offer some mangoes to some Brahmins. But unfortunately, she has passed away before doing so. What can I do so that my mother's last wish can be fulfilled and her soul can rest in peace?" Now, the Brahmins were very greedy. They told the king that only if each of them had got a golden mango would his mother's soul be able to rest in peace. Krishnadevaraya immediately ordered some golden mangoes to be made and presented them to the Brahmins, hoping that now his mother's soul would be able to rest in peace. But Tenali Raman had heard about all this and invited the Brahmins to his own house to perform the religious rites of his own mother. The Brahmins came to Tenali's house. He shut all the doors and windows of his home and stood in front of them with a red-hot iron rod. The Brahmins were stunned, but Tenali removed the confusion. "My mother had severe knee pains, and as a remedy, she wanted me to cure her with this red-hot iron rod. But before I could treat her, she had passed away. So now, I would like to fulfill her last wish by performing this treatment on you." The Brahmins were shocked. They said that this was injustice and that they would not be a part of it. But Tenali said that because they had accepted the golden mangoes from the king, so that his mother's soul could rest in peace, this was the way Tenali's mother's soul would rest in peace. The Brahmins had understood that what they had done was wrong and returned the golden mangoes back to the king. Tenali later told the king that the wealth of the kingdom should not be exploited by giving it to such greedy people, but rather it should be given to the poor and needy. Now, what do you get from this, children? You should never be greedy and should not take more than what you need, or else Tenali will teach you a lesson. Now, we all remember the times our parents used to tell us to never trust strangers or accept anything from them. Well, you're in luck, because my next Tenali story will tell you just that. The emperor of the Vijayanagara kingdom, King Krishnadevaraya, loved horses. He had the best collection of horses in the entire kingdom. Well, one day, a trader came over to him and told him that he had brought the best horse breed in all of Arabia. When Krishnadevaraya inspected the horse, he fell in love with it. The trader told Krishnadevaraya that he had with him 2 more horses back in Arabia, which he would go and get. The king loved this horse so much that he had to have the other 2. And so he paid the trader 5,000 gold coins for the 2 horses. The trader told the king that he would return in 2 days with the 2 horses. 2 days it turned into 2 weeks, and 2 weeks into 2 months. And still there was no sign of the trader or the horses. One day, to ease off his mind, King Krishnadevaraya went for a stroll in his garden, where in the distance he spotted Tenali Raman quickly jotting down something. Curious, he went and inquired. Tenali was hesitant to answer, but upon further questioning, he showed the king the piece of paper. In the paper were a list of names, in which the king's name appeared first. Tenali told the king that it was a list of all the fools in the kingdom. As expected, the king was furious and demanded an explanation, to which Tenali referred to the horse story, saying that the king was a fool to trust this trader to return after receiving 5,000 gold coins. To counter this argument, the king asked what would happen if the trader did indeed return, to which Tenali Raman, much to everyone's humor, said that he would be the biggest fool in the kingdom and his name would replace the king's in the list. So now you know why you should never trust anybody, children. Because if the emperor can be fooled by a trader, then you can be fooled by anybody. Beware, children. Tenali Raman knows all your tricks. Try to act over smart with him, and he will put you right where you belong.
Thank you, Kusha. That is excellent. Finally, we have Abhinav Krishna presenting Reasons for Joy, a heartwarming tale told from a father's perspective. Abhinav unfolds the story of a young child finding happiness in the simple joys of life, showing how expressive, colorful emotions can appeal to people and their day.
It was the festival of spring. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat, being carried in the bamboos and bullock carts. One little boy ran between his father's legs, was brimming over with life and laughter. "Come, child, come," called his parents as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys, the shops that lined the way. He hurried towards his parents, his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire in his heart, even though he well knew the old cold stare of refusal in their eyes. "I want that toy," he pleaded. His father looked at him red-eyed, in as familiar tyrant's way possible. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender, and giving him her finger to hold, said, "Look, child, look, what is before you?" It was a flowering mustard field, pale like melting gold, that swept across miles and miles of even land. You should have seen the child's face when he was first introduced to the field. It was priceless. A gigantic smile was on his face, and he was so excited. You see, happiness perhaps once had features of a single, compact home, but countless are the craving creatures praying God some bliss to dole. He therefore must have sadly shattered happiness into many a bit, and had the features wildly scattered to give all eyes a glimpse of it. So those who wish to own a share should not think it strain or stress to search around with utmost care some dazzling fragments to possess. A particle here, a particle there. To your happy lot may fall. Not anytime, not anywhere can you ever find them all. However long, however far spreading your quest may be, too many, too tiny are the splinters, all for your eyes to see. In common, may you best enjoy whatever happiness comes your way. With others, if you share your joy, it may stage a longer stay. Give your neighbor just a half and see your pleasure growing double. Make your neighbor smile, call laugh. You yourself with glee will bubble. Understood? Think about it.
Can we have the lights, please? Okay, some general also, please. Okay, can we have a big round of applause for these students? So these were young children. Please take it. These were young children, like the little ones sitting here 8, 9, 10 years back when they came in. You know, they were performing the small roles, and all these ones that they performed for the inauguration partly have been written by them and clasped with works of writers. Some their own work, some as an ensemble of their own creativity, clubbing with the creativity of a classic writer, directed by them, lighting by them. They have thought of the costumes and the props, you know. Wonderful work by the youth theatre students. Congratulations. So this quickly sets tone. I know all the young minds are waiting. We came here to perform and we're only sitting and watching. This now opens the tone for all you young ones to start performing. So without further delay, the young ones' performances are just starting. Thank you very much. Let's give a big round of applause for their patience. Waiting. Some parents could be wondering, children could be wondering if they're going to be performing for such a long time, why were we called at 5:30? I could have come by 7:30 and watched. But dear parents and dear children, observation is the biggest teacher. We've all learned sitting, watching our seniors and teachers, and that's when we learn a lot. So it's a beautiful opportunity for the young ones sitting here today, watching their seniors perform, and take my words, like how these seniors stepped on the platform today by themselves, these young ones are going to do in the years to come. So with that, I let the young anchors to come forward and take on the evening. It's going to take us another hour, so please be relaxed. Don't be very tensed. There are times when we, have a car in a traffic jam for 45 minutes, not knowing what to do. You're stuck in a traffic, you're on OMR, there's metro work going on, there's something else going on. This is an event, let's enjoy it, Another 1 hour, 15 minutes, relax. The minute the stress is taken off here, we all start relaxing. So please relax, let's enjoy the evening, let's give them a great read-on platform. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dhruti, and I will be your anchor for this part of the evening's performance. For our 35th performance, we have Tanmaya reciting the poem Life and Death by Christina Rossetti. Christina Georgina Rossetti was a famous English writer of romantic, regional, and children's poetry, and Life and Death is one of her many poems. Tanmaya, the stage is yours.
Good evening. What?
evening, everyone. My name is Tanmaya from grade 2 senior, and today I am going to perform a poem called Life and Death by Christina Georgina Rossetti. Life is not sweet. One day it will be sweet. To shut our eyes and die. Nor will the wildflowers blow, nor birds start by with flitting butterflies, nor grass grow long atop our heads and feet, nor hear the happy laugh that soars skyward, nor silent spring is split in summer breeze, nor mark the waxing bee, nor know who sits in an accustomed sea. Life is not good. One day it will be good. To die, then live again. To sleep meanwhile, so not to feel the pain of shrunk leaves dropping in the wind. Nor hear the foamy lashing of the mane, nor the black and green fields, nor the stood rich trunks of golden greens. Only let refuse stubble clothe the plain, asleep from risk, asleep from pain. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanmaya. That was brilliant. Let's take a minute to travel back to childhood. There are loads of children's books that keep us amused, and who could overlook the hilarious Dr. Seuss? We now have Kalki to tell the tale of Gerald M. Boyne by Dr. Seuss. Kalki, the spotlight is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Kalki and I'm going to narrate the story Gerald Met Boing Boing by Dr. Seuss. Once upon a time, there was a new baby born called Gerald Met Boing Boing. As he grew too, most babies start talking by two, but Gerald didn't talk. He went boing boing instead. The terrified parents immediately called the dentist and asked him to come over. The dentist came over and checked Gerald's mouth and said, I have no cure for this. Your boy is no ordinary boy. He does not speak words. He goes boing boing instead. So he packed his pills and he went away. As days grew past, Gerald grew older and older. Not only that, he became louder and louder as well. And one night, when everybody was sleeping, he went boom. The next day, the father got really angry at Gerald and said that we have no end for this. We need to put him to school or he will never stop. So they put Gerald to school. Gerald did go to school, but soon came back with a letter from the teachers that said, your boy does not speak words. He goes boing boing instead. And we have a really good rule that we don't have boys who go boing boing, and we only want boys who speak words. So Gerald's mother was really sad. As days grew past, his parents started disliking him. So one day, Gerald made a plan that he would go creep inside his room in a cold, stormy night, pack his clothes, and set out somewhere in the cold winter stormy night anyway that his parents did not like him anymore. So he went off in the cold stormy night. As he was going, an old man stopped him and said, Gerald, I have been searching for you for more than 3 weeks. I own a very famous radio station. If you come with me, you can make the sound boing boing and make awesome songs for my radio station. As Gerald came with the old man, soon he grew famous and famous. And he was a really famous lad. And his parents were happier than ever. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalki, for that lovely performance. I now request Mrityunjay to come and narrate the story of Mr. Jeremy Fisher by Beatrix Potter, a loved English writer and artist who illustrates her own books. Over to you, Mrityunjay.
Hi, my name is Mrityunjay and I am going to be performing the story written by Beatrix Potter, Mr. Jeremy Fisher. Once, there was a frog named Mr. Jeremy Fisher. He lived near a big dam among the buttercups. It was a little rainy, so Mr. Jeremy decided it was a great time to go fishing. Mr. Jeremy put on his raincoat and set off. Mr. Jeremy went to a nearby lake and started fishing. He stayed there for 1 or 2 hours. Every 10 minutes or so, something would pull him inside the water. And finally, Mr. Jeremy pulled it out. He said, "Minnow, minnow!" In Mr. Jeremy's excitement, he left the rod and the minnow escaped. He stayed there for another 1 hour. Then something pulled him in. He tried it the first time. He couldn't do it. He tried it the second time. He couldn't do it again. Finally, he pulled it up and came a giant minnow. It swallowed Mr. Jeremy and went inside the lake. But to Mr. Jeremy's raincoat stays, the minnow spat Mr. Jeremy back out. He swam to the edge of the pond with all his might. Mr. Jeremy went back home sad without any minnows. Instead, his friends, Mr. Ptolemy and Sir Newton, were there. Instead of having a nice dish of minnows, they had roasted grasshopper in Ladybug's house. Thank you.
Thank you for the outstanding performance, Mrityunjay. For our 30th performance, we have Lalita Sonakshi reciting the poem Yamarinda Morigalile by Bharatiyar. Lalita, I invite you on stage.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் லலிதா சோனாக்ஷி. நான் இப்பொழுது மகாகவி சுப்பிரமணிய பாரதியாரின் யாமறிந்த மொழிகளிலே உங்களுக்காக சொல்லப் போகிறேன். யாமறிந்த மொழிகளிலே தமிழ் மொழி போரினிதாவது எங்கும் காணோம். பாமரராய் விலங்குகளாய் உலகனைத்தும் இகழ்ச்சி சொல்ல பான்மை கெட்டு நாம் நமது தமிழரென கொண்டிங்கு வாழ்ந்திடுதல் நன்றோ சொல்லி தேமதுர தமிழோசை உலகமெல்லாம் பரவும் வகை செய்தெடுக்கிறது. யாமறிந்த புலவரிலே கம்பனை போல் வள்ளுவர் போல் பூவை போல் பூமிதனில் யாமனே பிறந்ததில்லை. உண்மை பெரும் புகழ்ச்சி இல்லை. மூவயராய் செவிடர்களாய் குருடர்களாய் வாழ்கின்றோம். ஒரு சொற்கேளி சேமமுற வேண்டுமெனில் தெருவெல்லாம் தமிழ் முழக்கம் செழிக்கச் செய்வேன். பிற நாட்டின் நல்லறிஞர் மந்திரங்கள் தமிழ் மொழியில் பேசல் புகழுடைய புது தமிழ் மொழியில் இயற்றல் வேண்டும். பழங்கதைகள் சொல்வதில் ஓர் மகிமை இல்லை. பிறவான புலமையெனில் வெளிநாட்டோர் அதை வணங்கச் செய்தல். உள்ளத்தில் உண்மையொளி உண்டாயின் வாக்கினிலே ஒளி உண்டாகும். வெள்ளத்தின் பெருக்கை போல் கலை பெருக்கும் கவிப்பெருக்கும் பேசுமாயின் பள்ளத்தில் வீழ்ந்திருக்கும் புள்ளரெல்லாம் விழிப்பெற்று பதவி கொள்வார். செல்லுற்ற தமிழமுதின் சுவை கண்டார் என்ற மலர் சிறப்பு கண்டார். நன்றி.
Captivating. Wow, Lalita, that was delightful. Before moving on, let me ask you all a question. Do any of you dream of pursuing a career in the art field? If you have such dreams, I have the right solution for you. Alchemy Academy of Performing Arts Center of Excellence nurtures students who are passionate about arts and are determined to make it a career. Students will be led through a carefully structured syllabus which will prepare them adequately and get them university ready. The Center of Excellence program will open them to multiple career opportunities in the field of theatre, music and dance. So what are you waiting for? Enroll yourself and fulfill your dreams. Now, let's get back to tonight's performances. Now we have a story right from the desk of India's Charles Dickens, Mulk Raj Anand. I invite Aryan to narrate the story of the lost child by this great writer.
Hello everyone. I am here to summarize the story The Lost Child by Mulk Raj Anand. The story describes a young boy's innocence and his parents who visited the spring festival near their village. It is a bright spring day. There was a fair going on. Everyone in and around the village are traveling to partake in the delights of the fair. Among them is a young boy, skips and hops happily alongside his parents as they walk to the fair. Many people are traveling along them. Some of them are traveling in bullock carts and horses, while most of them are walking to the fair. The boy's excitement grows as he sees all the people around them. On his way, he sees a toy shop. He was fascinated by them and laughed. I want that toy, he pleaded. His father looked at him sternly. To divert the boy's attention, his mother dragged him towards her and said, "Look at these beautiful mustard fields." The field was filled with butterflies. He was fascinated by them. As they fly close to him, he tries to catch some, but they elude him. From there, they traveled in a narrow path to the fair. From the serene world of nature, the boy enters the world of fair. At the corner of the fair entrance, he stopped in front of a sweet shop. The sweet seller hopped. "Gulab jamun, rasagulla, jalebi, barfi." The boy stared open-eyed, and his mouth watered for his favorite sweet barfi. "I want that barfi," he slowly murmured. He knows his parents will not buy it, saying he was greedy. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. As they walked on, he was attracted by the beautiful garlands of Gulmohar. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped and half murmured, "I want that garland." But he well knew his parents would call it cheap and refuse it. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. Brightly colored balloons on a pole greeted him next. The boy wished to possess them all. He knows his parents will tell him he is too old to play with them. So he walked on further. There was a snake charmer playing his flute. But knowing his parents, he proceeded further. Finally, he reaches the giant wheel. This time the child made a bold request. I want to go on the giant wheel. Please, mother, please, father. There was no reply. He turned to look at his parents. They were not there. Frightened, he runs here and there, trying to find his parents. He runs one side first, then to the other, knowing not where to go. Hither and thither. Mother, father, he wailed. A kind stranger rescues him from the crowd, lifted him up in his arms. The rest of the story describes the boy's journey to find his parents. If you want to know the full story, please check out the story The Lost Child written by Mulkrajana. Thank you.
Wow, Ali. Such a fantastic performance. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about a 41st performance. We have Advait to recite the poem Fluttered Wings by Christina Rossetti.
Hi, I am Peter. I am going to recite a poem called Fluttered Wings by Christina Rossetti. The splendor of the kindling day, the splendor of the setting sun, these move my soul and wend its way, and have done. With all we grasp to toil amongst them sing. The paling roses of a cloud, the fading bow that arches space. These woo my fancy toward my shroud, toward the place of faces veiled, of heads discrowned and bold. The nation of the awful stars, the wandering stars, whose blazes breathe of my breath, my tedious grief, twin to the life it mars. Oh, fretted heart, tossed to and fro, so fain to flee, so fain to rest. All glories that are high are low, east or west, go dim to thee, who art so fain to go. Thank you.
Enchanting, Advait. Thank you so much. I have a question. Who likes bright colors? I definitely do. Can we have Dhanushri to recite the colorful poem Crayons by Jane Yolen?
Hello everyone, my name is Tanushree. I'm from grade 2 Julia, and I'm going to recite the poem named Crayons, a rainbow poem by Jane Yolen. This box connects the water through sky. Spikes of green spray, the circle of yellow sand, triangle flames in orange and red. It has a land caterpillar perched on the brown branch, the sharp black in the center of a grove of trees. It holds my king and Nicolette and her Policina and the silence kid. In it are all of the colors of the world. Thank you.
Marvelous, Dhanushri. Next we have Ishan, our 43rd performer, performing The Harp of India by Henry L. Derozio, an Indian poet and assistant headmaster of a Hindu college in Kolkata. Ishan, can we have you on stage?
Hello everyone, my name is Ishan Venkatraman and today I'll be reciting the poem Harp of India by Henry L. Derozio. Why hangst thou, lonely, on yon withered bough? Unstrung forever, must thou there remain? Thy music once was sweet, who hears it now? Why doth the breeze sigh over thee in vain? Silence had bound thee with her fatal shame. Neglected, nude, and desolate art thou, like ruined monument on desert plain. Oh, many a hand more worthy far than mine, once thy harmonious chords to sweetness gave, and many a wreath for them did fame entwine, her flowers still blooming on the minstrel's grave. Those hands are cold, but if thy notes divine, may be by mortal wakened once again. Harp of my country, let me strike the strain. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful performance, Vishant. The next poet of this evening is known to be the most notorious and flamboyant poet of India's romantic era. He is also spoken of as the most fashionable poets too. Any guesses? Yes, it's Lord Byron. We now have Suhani Chandak, our 44th performer, to render the poem She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron.
Hello everyone, my name is Suhani and I am going to recite a poem called She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes. Thus mellow to the tender light which heaven to gaudy day and night. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens on her face. When thoughts suddenly sweet express, how pure, how dear their dwelling place, and on that cheek, and over that throat, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness end. A mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. Thank you.
That was brilliant, Suhani. I hope you all are having a great time. I will now hand over the anchoring to my friend Sudeep. Sudeep, I request you to take over.
Thank you, Diti. That would be a pleasure. I will take you on to the second half of today's performances. On to the performances. Let's welcome our 44th participant, Ishan, to begin with a thrilling adventure, The Fry on Treasure Island by Eric Blyton in search of a hidden treasure on a mysterious island. The thrilling tale combines elements of friendship, mystery, and excitement. Over to you, Ishan.
Hello everyone, my name is Ishara and today I am going to perform famous Spy on a Treasure Island. The narrative commences with the gathering of four cousins, Julian, Dick, George and the dog Timmy at Kirin Cottage on the summer holidays. The cousins, always eager for their vacations together, are particularly thrilled this time as they'll be going to George's ancestral home on Kirin Island. George, a spirited and a tomboyish girl, is the daughter of Uncle Quentin and Aunt Fanny. Preferring her nickname, she has a strong affinity for adventure and independence. Her loyal dog Timmy is a cherished member of the group. Upon arriving at Kirin Cottage, the children are captivated by the beauty and mystery of Kirin Island. They soon discover a family secret passing down through generations. George's ancestors were believed to be pirates who had valuable treasures on Kirin Island. George was determined to have all the treasure by herself and even take it herself. With a sense of adventure excited, A famous fight embark on exploring the island and its surroundings. They discover hidden tunnels, secret passages, and clues hinting at the treasure's existence. Excitement builds as they make it their mission to solve the mystery and unearth the hidden riches. Throughout their quest, the children face various challenges, including treacherous cliffs, dark tunnels, and cryptic messages left by George's ancestors. Their intelligence, bravery, and teamwork help them to overcome these obstacles. The famous fight become entangled in danger and deceit, encountering suspicious characters like Uncle Quentin's assistant, Mr. Leonard. They believe that someone on the island is desperate to find the treasure first. In the story's end, the famous fight unveiled the secret of Kirin Island, discovering a hidden tunnel that led them to the heart of the Kirin castle. Excitement fills their hearts as they uncover the treasure. Soon, the culprits are revealed. Now, the famous fight must outsmart the villains, uncover the treasure, and ensure that justice prevails. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ishan. That was really a thrilling and adventure story. இனிது தமிழ் இனிது. ஆம், நாம் அடுத்து கேட்க இருப்பது ஒரு தமிழ் கவிதை. ஒரு நூற்றாண்டிற்கு முன்பே பாரதி கண்ட புதுமை பெண்ணை சிவானி சொல்ல கேட்கலாம்.
வணக்கம், என் பெயர் சிவானி. நான் இன்று பாரதியார் எழுதிய புதுமை பெண் கவிதையை உங்களிடம் கூற போகிறேன். ஆணும் பெண்ணும் நிகரெனக் கொள்வதால் அறிவிலோங்கி இவ்வையம் தழைக்குமாம். பூன நல்லன தோரைக்க பெண்ணொரு போன்று நிற்பது தாய் சிவ சக்தியாம். நானும் அச்சமும் நாய் கற்க வேண்டுமாம். ஞான நல்லறம் வீர சுதந்திரம் பேணு நற்குடி பெண்ணின் குணங்களாம். பெண்மை தெய்வத்தின் பேச்சுகள் கேட்டீரோ? நிமிர்ந்த நன்னடை நேர்கொண்ட பார்வையும் நிலத்தில் யாருக்கும் அன்றாத நெறிகளும் நிமிர்ந்த ஞானச் செருக்கும் இருப்பதால் செம்மை மாதர் திறம்புவதில்லையா? அமைந்த பேரிருளாம் அறியாமையில் அவரமேறி கலையின்றி வாழ்வதே உமேந்து தள்ளுதல் பெண்ணறம் ஆகுமா? கதைய கண்ணி உடைப்பது கேட்டீரோ? சாத்திரங்கள் பல பல கற்பராம், சௌரியங்கள் பல பல செய்வராம். மூத்த பொய்மைகள் யாவும் அழிப்பராம், மூடக்கட்டுகள் யாவும் தகர்ப்பராம். காற்று மானிடர் செய்கை அனைத்தையும் கடவுளக்கினிதாக சமைப்பராம். ஏற்றி ஆண் மக்கள் போற்றிட வாழ்வராம். இளைய நங்கையின் எண்ணங்கள் கேட்டீரோ? நன்றி.
நன்றி சிவானி. பாரதி கண்ட புதுமை பெண்ணை நாங்களும் கண்டோம். Let's welcome Sahana to perform an extract from Edith Blyton's famous fight. It's a beloved collection of children's adventure novels that has captivated readers for generations. The stage is all yours, Sahana.
Hello everyone, my name is Sahana. Today I am going to recite the poem Stanzas of Music by Lord Byron. There be none of beauty's daughters like the magic like thee. As music on the waters is thy sweet voice to me, when, as if the sounds were causing the charmed oceans pausing, the waves lie still and gleaming, while the lulled winds seem dreaming. And the midnight moon weaving her bright chain over the deep, whose breast is gently heaving as an infant asleep. So the spirits bow before thee to listen and adore thee with full but soft emotion like the swell of summer's oceans. Thank you.
Pardon? She was performing a poem, and that was a wonderful poem. Next, we have Ishan Atnik on this. Sorry, he is not coming today. We all know Birbal's intelligence and cleverness were instrumental in solving the challenges. We are eager to witness it from the story, The Foolish Thief by Samrud. Over to you, Samrud.
Once there was
It's on.
Once there was a businessman. Hello, my name is Samdar and I'm going to perform a story called Foolish Thief from Akbar and Birbal. Once there was a businessman. He had gone out of state for some work. When he reached his home, his locker was completely empty. His hard-earned money has been looted. He was upset. He wanted to call all the helpers to his house. They stood in front of him. They were totally fine. The businessman asked, "One of you has looted my money. I made a big theft in my house. Who is that? I want to know it quickly." For that, the helper answered, "Your Lord, your Lord, we were sleeping. We don't know what happened." The businessman got very angry. He said, "Only Emperor Akbar can settle this account." He immediately ran to the palace. Emperor Akbar was sitting in his court and listening to the problems of the public. When the businessman reaches there, the businessman asked, "Justice, Huzur, justice, please help me." The Emperor Akbar asked, "Who are you? What is the problem?" The businessman answered, "I was gone out of state for some work. I don't know. One night, my money has been looted." So, Emperor Akbar handed over the case to Birbal. Do you know who is Birbal? Birbal is one of the advisors in the kingdom of Akbar. Birbal reaches the businessman's house. He gave 5 magic sticks to all the helpers. He said, "Who is the robber? The stick will grow 2 inches long to the night." Then Birbal again left to the palace. The next day morning, Birbal again reaches the businessman's house. He called all the helpers with their respective food. He was surprised to see one helper's stick was 2 inches tall. He immediately called all the soldiers to capture him. The businessman was confused. Then he asked, "How did you get this quickly?" Birbal said the plan. "These are no magic sticks. These are just ordinary sticks." The thief was scared and he noticed the stick will grow 2 inches long. So he cut the stick 2 inches short. So the foolish thief was easily caught. So the businessman thanked for
builds cleverness. So, so do you know what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is truth will always come out in one way or in the other. So be truthful and never ever lie. Thank you.
Thank you, Samrut. That was a fabulous performance. Now get ready for yet another treasure hunt. Yes, you heard it right. Here comes the next track from Edith Blyton's The Five on a Treasure Island. Let's follow them with Shravan. The stage is all yours, Shravan.
Hi. Hi, my name is Shravan. Today I am going to perform the story, the famous Five on a Treasure Island by Enid Blyton. When siblings Julian, Dickens and Ken not go for their summer holidays to Corset, they are invited to their summer holidays with their Uncle Quentin, Aunt Fanny in the Kirin cottage, the coastal village of Kirin. They meet their cousin George, a surly, difficult girl who tries hard to live like a boy and only answers to the name George. Despite an uncomfortable start, they became firm friends and George introduced her to a beloved dog, Timmy, who lives with the fisherboy James, as George's parents will not allow her to keep Timmy. On the way to the island, George shows them a shipwreck, telling it was her great grandfather's ship who has been transporting gold when a ship was wrecked in a storm. But despite diverse investigation of the wreck, but the gold was still never found. After visiting the wreck, the five arrived on the island and started exploring the ruined castles when a huge storm blows up, making it too dangerous to return to the mainland. While they take shelter, the sea throws the old shipwreck, rounding it on the rocks, surrounded by the island. Excited by these developments, they decided to come back at dawn the next day, investigate the shipwreck before it gets discovered. The following day, the five visited the wreck and discovered the captain's cabin. They find objects related to George's great-great-grandfather, including an old box which they take back to Kirin Island. The box contains an old map of Kirin Island. Later on further investigation of the map, the children find the word called Chingal, which they later understood it represents the place where the lost gold was buried. The children realized it was a treasure map showing the location of the lost gold. The five decided to find the gold. The children thought the box containing the map was sold to an antique collector. The same man also makes an offer to buy a Kirin Island. The children realized he had understood the secret map and wants the gold for himself. So begins the race for the five to get the gold first, thinking that the children will spend time on the island before it gets sold. Uncle Quentin and Aunt Fanny will allow them to go camping for 1 week. Arriving on the island, the five start searching for the old dungeons where the gold was hidden. Chasing a rabbit, Timmy falls on an old well and the children find the dungeon entrance. Exploring underground, the five found the gold locked in a vault. Bubble soon arrives. As Batman comes to the island, hoping to steal the gold, they capture Julian and George and lock them in the dungeon and ask them to write a note to Annie and Dick who were waiting on the surface. A note will include those two back into the dungeon. George writes a note and Dick finds something fishy about it. She suspects of island, taking the oars from the children's boat so they can't escape. Anne and Dick rescued Julius George from the dungeon, and the children hatched a plan to trap the thieves when they come back to steal the gold. Although the plan was wrong, the five managed to leave the men stranded on the island. They came back to the mainland to tell Uncle Peter, Aunt Fanny, and the police what had happened. The gold was recovered and it belongs to George's family, making the bridge and elaborating what they want. George wishes to keep Timmy with her, and her parents agree. She also wants to go boarding school with Anne because they are very good friends and the school allows them to keep pets. Thank you.
Thank you, Shravan. We all really enjoyed the story. Yet another witty story from the legends Akbar and Birbal. We have Kaira to perform a story from the vast collection of Akbar and Birbal stories. Wonder which story Kaira has chosen to narrate to us today. Without further ado, let us welcome Kaira to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I am Kaira and I am going to perform Birbal's wisdom. One fine day, Akbar lost his ring. When Birbal arrived in the told him, I have lost my ring. My father had given it to me as a gift. Please help me find it. Birbal said, do not worry, Your Majesty. I'll find your ring right now. Your Majesty, the ring is in this court itself. It is with one of the courtier who has a straw in his beard as your ring. The courtier who had the emperor's ring was shocked and immediately moved his hand over his beard. People noticed this act of the courtier and immediately pointed towards him. He said, please search this man. He has the emperor's ring. Akbar could not understand how Birbal had managed to find the ring. Birbal then told Akbar that a guilty person is always scared, and the moral of the story is a guilty conscience needs no accuser. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaira. That was indeed an interesting story. Are you keen to hear another poem in Tamil? சக்தி சுடும் பொழுது கை தானாகவே விட்டுவிடும். அதை தன் சொந்த அனுபவத்திலேயே கண்டு கொண்டவர் கவியரசு கண்ணதாசன். பிறப்பில் வருவது யாதென கேட்டேன் என்பது அதை கூறும் ஒரு கவிதைதான். அதை ருத்ராக் சொல்ல கேட்கலாம்.
வணக்கம், என் பெயர் ருத்ராக். நான் இன்று பிறப்பில் வருவது யாதென கேட்டேன் என்ற கண்ணதாசன் கவிதையை கூறப்போகிறேன். பிறப்பில் வருவது யாதென கேட்டேன், பிறந்து பார் இறைவன் பணித்தான். படிப்பென சொல்வது யாதென கேட்டேன், படித்து பார் என இறைவன் பணித்தான். அறிவென சொல்வது யாதென கேட்டேன், அறிந்து பார் என இறைவன் பணித்தான். அன்பெனப்படுவது என்னென கேட்டேன், அழித்து பார் என இறைவன் பணித்தான். பாசம் என்பது யாதென கேட்டேன், பகிர்ந்து பார் என இறைவன் பணித்தான். மனையார் சுகமனில் யாதென கேட்டேன், மணந்து பார் என இறைவன் பணித்தான். பிள்ளை என்பது யாதென கேட்டேன், பெற்று பார் என இறைவன் பணித்தான். முதுமை என்பது யாதென கேட்டேன், முதிர்ந்து பார் என இறைவன் பணித்தான். வறுமை என்பது என்னென கேட்டேன், வாடிப்பார் என இறைவன் பணித்தான். இறப்பின் பின்னது ஏதென கேட்டேன், இறந்து பார் என இறைவன் பணித்தான். அனுபவித்தேதான் அறிவது வாழ்க்கையில், ஆண்டவனே நீ ஏன் என கேட்டேன், ஆண்டவன் சற்றே அறிவு நெருங்கி அனுபவம் என்பதே நான் தான் என்றான். நன்றி.
நன்றி ருத்ரா, மிகவும் அருமையான கவிதை. Next one is going to be a timeless and elegant romantic poem, She Walks in Beauty, by a renowned poet, Lord Byron. Let's hear this beautiful poem from Junaid Ahmed.
Hi everyone, I am Junaid and I am going to recite a poem, She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron. She walks in beauty, like the night of cloudless climes and the starry skies, and all that's the depth of dark and bright. In her aspect with her eyes, thus mellow to tender light. Which heaven gaudy day denies. One shade more, one ray the less, had half in fact to the nameless grace which waves on every raven tree. A softly lightness over her face, with thought suddenly sweet expressed, on that cheek and on that brow. A heart whose love is innocent, a mind at peace with all below. Thank you.
Thank you, Junaid Ahmed. That was an awesome performance. With this performance, I would like to hand over the stage to my friend Ved to host the rest of the evening. Over to you, Ved.
Thank you, Sudeep. Good evening, everybody. My name is Ved. Hope you all are having a good time and are enjoying the performances so far. We still have some exciting performances coming up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And don't forget to make your presence felt by the claps for our wonderful performers. I now welcome Netra Balaji, our 52nd performer, who will be reciting a poem portrayed by Christina Rossetti. Christina Rossetti was best known for her ballads and lyrical poetry. Over to you, Netra.
Hello everyone, my name is Neha. Today I'm going to perform a poem, A Birthday by Christina Rossetti. My heart is like a singing bird, whose nest is in the water. My heart is like an apple tree, whose boughs are bright with an pixel. My heart is like a rainbow shell, whose paddle in a hurricane. My heart is gladder than all of us, because my love has come to me. Raise me a days of silk and down, handmade with rare and purple dyes, carved in doves and pomegranates, and peacocks the 100. Woven in gold and silver grapes, leaves and silver birds. Because my birthday of my life has come, my love has come to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Netra, for that wonderful performance. Our 53rd performer is Laya Shravya, who will be narrating the story 100 gold coins from the collection of Akbar Birbal stories. Welcome, Laya. everyone. My name is Esther Shatya. Today I am performing the 100 gold coins and stories of Akbar and Birbal. The wisdom of Birbal was unparalleled during the reign of Emperor Akbar, but Akbar's brother-in-law was extremely jealous of him. So he asked the emperor to dispense with Birbal's services and appoint him in his place. He gave ample assurance that he would prove to be more efficient and capable than Birbal. But before Akbar could take a decision on this matter, the news reached Birbal. Birbal resigned and left. Akbar's brother-in-law was thus made minister in place of Birbal. Akbar decided to test the new minister. He gave a 300 gold coins to him and said he must spend these gold coins in such a manner that they get 100 gold coins here in this life, 100 gold coins in the other world, and 100 gold coins neither here nor there. The minister found it to be a maze of confusion and hopelessness. He spent sleepless nights worrying how to get himself out of this mess. Thinking in circles would make him go crazy. Eventually, on the advice of his wife, he sought Birbal's help. Birbal said, "Just give me the gold coins, I shall handle the rest." Birbal walked the streets of the city, holding the bag of gold coins in his hand. He noticed a rich merchant celebrating his son's wedding. He gave 100 gold coins and bowed courteously, saying, "Emperor Akbar sends you his good wishes and blessings for the wedding of his son. So please accept the small gift he has sent." The merchant felt honored that the king had sent a special messenger with such a precious gift. He honored Birbal and gave him a large number of expensive gifts and a bag of gold coins as a return gift for the king. Next, he went to the edge of the city where the poor people lived. He bought food and clothing in exchange for 100 gold coins and distributed them in the name of the emperor. When he came back to town, he organized a concert of music and dance. He spent 100 gold coins on it. The next day, he entered Akbar's darbar and announced that he had done all the things the king had asked his brother-in-law to do. When the king wanted to know how he had done it, Birbal repeated the consequence of events and said, the money I gave to the merchant for the wedding of his son, we got it back here while on this earth. The money I spent on buying food and clothing for the poor, will get it in the other world. The money I spent on the concert of music and dance, will get it neither here nor there. Akbar's brother-in-law understood the mistake and resigned. Birbal got his place back. The moral is, so when you spend your money, think a little, if not a lot. Thank you.
I'm sure the audience loved your performance, Laya. Thank you. For our next performance, we have Ashika Venkatesh to recite another classic poem, written by Christina Rossetti, Chilly Nights. The stage is yours, Ashika.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashika Venkatesh and today I am going to be reciting the poem Chilly Night written by Christina Rossetti. I rose at the dead end of night and went to the lattice alone to look for my mother's ghost where the ghostly moonlight shone. My friends had failed one by one, middle-aged, young and old, till the ghosts were warmer to me than my friends that had grown gold. I looked and I saw the ghosts, daunting brain and moat. They stood in the blank moonlight, but no shadow lay on the ground.
They spoke without a voice and they leaped without a sound. I called, "Oh, my mother dear." I saw, "Oh, my mother kind, make a lonely bed for me and shelter it from the wind. Tell others not to come to see me night or day. But I need not tell my friends to be sure to keep away." My mother raised her eyes. They were blank and could not see. Yet their heads stared at me while they seemed to look at me. She opened her mouth and spoke. I could not hear a word, while my flesh crept my bones and every hair was stirred. She knew that I could not hear the message that she told, whether I had long to wait or soon should sleep in the mold. I saw her toss her shadowless hand and wring her hands in the cold. I strained to catch her words and she strained to make me hear. But those words never fell on my straining ear. From midnight to the cockcrow, I kept my watch in vain, while the subtle ghosts grew subtler and in the sad night on the wane. From midnight to the cockcrow, I watched till all were gone, some to sleep in the shifting sea, or some under the turf and stone. Living had failed and dead had filled, and I was indeed alone. Thank you. Thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you. Our next performer is Sharab Shivabalan, our 73rd performer, 55th performer, will be performing the poem Bow Bow Meow Meow from its Rhyming Cats and Dogs by Douglas Fleury. We can't wait for your performance, Sharab.
Hello everyone, my name is Shivabalan. Today I'm going to perform a poem named The Bulldog. It is written by Douglas Fleury. The bulldog's face is full of pride. His eyes look wise. His jaw is white. His skin is straight. His nose is strong. His brow is straight. His jowls are long. I would say his face was full of charm if he let go of my arm. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful poem. Our next performer, Alchemy Arts Education Foundation, launched a new series, Ode to Rendezvous with Art, last year, which showcases our varied art forms presented by diverse artists. Every month with the goal of celebrating the true essence of performing arts. So, dear audience, please look out for these wonderful performances. Support and encourage these wonderful artists and art forms. Now, getting back to our performances. We have now I call upon Roshan to perform a monologue from the famous Akbar Birbal 2. for the famous Akbar Bilwal. I am I can't wait for your stellar performance, Roshan. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hello friends, my name is Roshan Mehta. I'm going to narrate the story about Akbar and Birbal. Shahanshah Salamat Rahe. Shahanshah Salamat Rahe. King Akbar is unwell today, so I will take care of the court. I am Birbal, I am a courtier and also contact Navratna. I always want the people of Akbar's kingdom to be happy. That merchant looks worried. Let me go to him. What's the matter, sir? What? A robbery? You need my help? Okay, let's go to your house and find out who is the thief. Wow, such a beautiful house you have, sir. I want all the servants of this house to line up in front of me right now. Whoever has done the wrong, please come in front of me. Huh? Nobody? I have an idea. All of you pick up one stick from this bundle. Whoever has done the wrong, his stick will go by into 2 inches tomorrow morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning. That was fantastic. Thank you. Let's welcome Nikita Rajesh, who will be performing a regional dance. She will be performing the Tamil poem Kani Nilam by Bharatiya. The stage is all yours, Nikita.
வணக்கம், என் பெயர் நிகிதா. நான் இன்று பாரதியார் வரிகளில் உள்ள காணி நிலம் என்ற பாடல் வாசிக்கப் போகிறேன். காணி நிலம் வேண்டும், பராசக்தி காணி நிலம் வேண்டும். அங்கு தூணல் அழகியதாய், நன்மாடங்கள் தூய நிலத்தினதாய், அந்த காணி நிலத்தடியே ஒரு மாளிகை கட்டித்தர வேண்டும். அங்கு கேணி அருகிலே தென்னை மரம், கீற்றும் இளநீரும் 10-12 தென்னை மரம் பக்கத்திலே வேண்டும். நல்ல முத்துச்சுடர் போல நிலா ஒளி முன்பு வர வேண்டும். அங்கு கத்தும் குயிலோசை சற்றே வந்து காதில் பாட வேணும் என்றன சித்தம் மகிழ்ந்திடவே நன்றாய் இளம் தென்றல் வர வேணும். நன்றி.
For that wonderful performance. Our second last performer of today, we have Kashik Anand to render another beautiful color by Christina Rossetti. Over to you, Kashik. Hi everyone, my name is Adit. I'm going to perform a poem called Color, the Magician Society. What is pink? A rose is pink, by a fountain brink. What is red? A pop is red, in a swirly bed. What is blue? The sky is blue, where clouds flow through. What is white? The swan is white, sailing in the light. What is blue? The sky is blue, where clouds flow through. What is yellow? The bears are yellow, the children are mellow. What is green? The grass is green, the small flowers picking. What is violet? The clouds are violet, in the sun with twilight. What is orange? Violet, orange, just an orange. Thank you.
Wow, that was absolute amazing. Thank you. Our last performer of today and the 78th performer is Advait Rakesh, who will be performing the monologue of Ariel from Act 1, Scene 2 of Shakespeare's Tempest. Can't wait for your performance, Advait.
Hi everyone, I'm Advait. I boarded the king's ship. Now on the beak, now on the waist, the deck, in every cabin. I flamed amazement. Sometimes I divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, the yards, the bowsprit, where I flame distinctly, then meet and join. Those lightnings, the precursors, oh, the dreadful thunderclaps. More momentary and sight outcunning were not. The fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring, the most mighty Neptune, seemed to besiege and make his bold waves tremble. Yeah, his dead trident shake. Not the soul, but felt the fever of the mad in played tricks, in desperation. All but the mariners plunged in the foaming brine and quit the vessel. Then all afire with me, the king's son, fared on, with upstaring hand, like Greeks, not hand. He was the only man who leaped and cried, "The hell is empty and all the devils are here." Thank you.
Thank you, Advait, for your great performance. With that, we come to the end of Day 1 Children's Literature Festival Season 4. Please come back tomorrow for another set of amazing performances. Till then, take care and good night.
Okay, a big round of applause to our young actor here. He did a great job. I don't know, but a number of performances kept jumping, Somewhere suddenly we landed at 78. It was, oh my God, did I miss a few in between? Anyway, I guess the energy that all these young children carry has really put our stress away, and I feel so relaxed sitting there and watching these young guns perform. Sometime back I said, the young ones are observing and learning from the elders, but I definitely got to learn a lot sitting there, watching these young ones come and perform, and the kind of charm they had in each of them, and the innocence with which they performed. That brought in the purity to the performance here. So With this, we come to the end of day 1. And what is the number that we finished today? Anybody has a count? Mahaman? Not 78, I'm sure. I guess we are somewhere at 55, 56, 57, 78 came up. So I guess we are somewhere at around 60 today. So 60 performances on day 1. We still have day 2, day 3 to go through. Thank you so much. We can cut off the live and then we can go to the